All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for this virtual lunch and learn. This series is going to be all about scams. And today we're covering phishing emails, which is a very common one. All right. So, common email scams related to phishing include ones that are related to missing packages. Like you have an Amazon order and it didn't arrive or it's not being delivered. An order confirmation. You have an order for XYZ amount from Dick's Sporting Goods or from Costco or things like that. And you're not expecting that purchase, but somewhere you might be shopping on a regular basis. You're afraid that your credit card information was stolen or some other information is at risk. There's a thank you for your payment. Similar kind of thing to the order confirmation. You're having a notification or an email saying, hey, this money's been spent. If you want to dispute it, click this link or reply to this email or an auto renewal. You're going to be set up on an auto renewing plan for a certain amount every month, and it's not something you signed up for. And a lot of the times, these emails are going to be trying to catch your attention. So something that's going to catch you off guard or that you're not expecting, as well as to make you feel emotional. So being emotional is not a bad thing, but it can cloud our judgment when it comes to some of these phishing type scam emails because they're trying to get you to take action quickly, not think through the process. So obviously, if you have a missing package, you're like, oh no, I got to take care of this. I can't let that sit. Or there's an order confirmation or things like that where you're like, oh, I have to protect my credit card information or my account information. Same thing with the auto renewal. It's one of those things that you aren't expecting it and you get worried. And the scammers are hoping that you will take advantage of their opportunity and give them that information so they can steal from you. So many of us have heard of phishing, but phishing is kind of like normal phishing with an F. It's one of those things that they put out that bait per se out to thousands of email addresses. They send that same email out to thousands of people, and their hope is that a couple hundred of them, even in 10 or 20 people, respond to that email or download that link and get them access to that person's information. Oftentimes it looks like it's been sent from a legitimate organization or company, and they really want to fool you into taking action without thinking and to click on a link, go to a website, give information, so that way they can take advantage of you and your funds. So this is a great example of what phishing email could look like. Now, if you just look at it outright, it looks like Costco wholesale website. And so unfortunately, your delivery order has been canceled because the address was not correct. You need to fill out this form and send it back with your reply. If you don't do it within a week, you'll mess up your repayment, which of course, if you're shopping with Costco and you're expecting orders, this might catch you off guard. You want to take action. Or if you literally haven't ordered anything from Costco, you're probably concerned that your credit card information might have been associated with this. So it's one of those things that it can be, if you're feeling emotional about it or excited or anxious about it, you're more apt to take action without thinking ahead. Now, there are some details in this email that we can look at to verify whether or not this is actually from Costco. So the first part is to look at who's it from. So if you look at the Costco email up here, it says Costco shipping agent. And the website is cbcbuilding.com. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure Costco doesn't have cbcbuilding.com as their email. But you can always look up their official website and their official pages to see what their email addresses look like, or even what their website address is. So that can be a red flag. And then also checking back to the logos. As you can see, the logos are pretty similar to the original. And it's very easy to copy a logo off the internet these days. So always verifying that. And then the other part is you can hover over the link. Obviously, you don't want to click on the link because that could cause some issues. But if you have a mouse with your computer or some Androids and Apple products have this option where you can kind of hover your mouse over that link to see what the actual link address is. And if it's not the Costco website or clearly somewhere where it's supposed to be, then you know for sure that's a scam. And also check back on your bank account or your credit card statement and try to remember, did you purchase something from Costco? You can probably have an order receipt for that you can follow up directly, or you can just reach out to the company in general and say, hey, I had this order, but now I've got this type of email. I just want to verify that way, as long as you do that through a verified account. And finally, we have this email for a Yeti cooler giveaway. Now, giveaways are pretty fun. We do that once in a while here with KCU, but it's something that a lot of scammers use as an opportunity to use social engineering and that phishing to get those use those emails to get information from you directly. So, for example, this one looks pretty good. It says Dick's Sporting Goods, answer and win, brand new Yeti cooler. Those can be pretty pricey, so that's a cool deal. You've been chosen for a loyalty program, just takes a few minutes. And it looks pretty legit, right? They have, even at the bottom, they have, if you no longer wish to receive these emails, you can unsubscribe by clicking here or by writing to their address in Las Vegas. So that seems pretty legit. But if you were to look a little bit more closely, you could see that there is some red flags with this. So first of all, the email signature on there, again, if you look at that, is definitely not either Dick's Sporting Goods or even Yeti as a company. And the two is just Yeti cooler. Most places would have no reply or from marketing or different things like that. They wouldn't necessarily have the product that they're trying to give away. And then you can also see that the brand logo for Dick's Sporting Goods is very small and the font is kind of off. Again, it's one of those small details that you have to take a look at to decide whether or not something is legitimate. And again, just like with the other email, you could probably hover over the link. You can go to the actual website of that company and verify that they have this type of deal going. Because usually if a brand is promoting some sort of giveaway or other option like that, surveys, you can go to their legitimate website and either fill that out there, or you can clearly see that they're not running a special right now. Those are just some of the red flags you can watch out for when you're looking for phishing emails. Like I say, they're trying to catch you off guard, get you excited or scared about your credit card information or being in a giveaway. You can always double check those email addresses to verify that that is a legitimate email address for that business or organization. You can also check to see if you hover over the links to see if that's actually going to their website. And you can always just throw it in your spam folder or delete it. We generally recommend not filling out a lot of these surveys because, again, that's something that can, if you're not shopping there regularly, it might be a scam that they're picking up your email that way. So thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. Hope that answers some of your questions.